Hey ladies, hey Darlene, hey Cindy. We are here. Can y'all hear me? Like a thumbs up if you can hear me. I totally lost, can't find. I know they're not lost, my headphones. I just hopped off a week one review call with the October group. I'm actually in my father-in-law's office. This is actually the house that Bray and we are moving into, and so this will be my office. So I'm trying to like check out the lighting, and right now it is like not good, but I'm gonna paint, and I think he would be like super proud of me for being this little like entrepreneur and using his office. Maybe it'll have like some, I don't know, some sort of like osmosis kind of business building vibes in here. Just kidding. Y'all know I'm not like woo woo universe. So anyway, we are going to get started. I'm going to wait just a couple more seconds for people to hop on. If y'all want to begin sharing a few comments in the little chat feature, just how things are going for you, how you're feeling, what you're loving, any questions, and then we will hop right into today's call. So this weekend, you may have seen this on Insta stories, after the pit bull attack, like my way to, I was like, okay, we're going to clean out this office. It's time, you know. There were some tears shed in here, but it was good. But these curtains, see that? I don't even know what to do there. I'm not a decorator. I think I'm just going to take them down. And then so we took down all the, because she's going to be moving soon. So if you live in Ammersee, that's where my mother-in-law's moving to. And then we will do something in here, paint and all that fun stuff. So, whew, y'all, it has been a day. Oh, Allison says I should just recover them. That is so smart. Who would have thought? Oh my gosh. Duh. And Darlene says she's feeling thumbs up and muscle. So yay, yay, yay. I'm excited. And then I'm going to share just a couple of things that other people have shared with me over the past week or so as I've asked. And then I'll kind of get started into our week 4 call. It seems like it's been forever. And for the people who are in their second round, you may remember that we used to have the call on week 3. And the program is revising and changing, and lots of things are happening. And so now our call is week 4. So if you notice that some of the posts like looked kind of weird, there were a couple things I missed when I was editing. Sorry. And so because the call should have been last week and blah, 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 blah. But it changed. And so now our 24-hour fast doesn't take place until week 5. So Emily, are you on here? The Zoom is here. Emily is like, can't find us. So if anybody's like at their computer and can type in the Zoom link, we're here, Emily, we're here. We're here for you. I just don't know how to get you in here. Okay, so let's see. So some people have said, I feel incredible. I'm not hitting it perfectly, but I'm really, really finally getting it. So that's a huge win. My biggest win is wearing shorts. They're obviously not in Georgia this week, without feeling like I'm going to pop a button. That's good. More in control of eating habits, learning to not feel guilty or beat myself up over less than awesome days, realizing how my mental habits are changing, working on getting mentally healthy with my relationship with food also. This program has helped someone break the scale addiction. Used to weigh all the time. She didn't lose weight, but lost over 6 inches in her before and after picture looks incredible. So let's see. Do I need to mute someone? I don't think so. Okay, let's see. So then someone said they only missed 2 workouts in the entire 6 weeks. This was someone else who finished. Someone's husband said they look really fit as they were doing box jumps. Let's see. What else? Oh, more aware of what I'm eating, having more energy, thinking my stomach has shrunk, much less of an appetite for unhealthy things, and motivated to keep going. Okay, so let's jump right in here. Y'all, I am so incredibly happy for each of you and so excited for y'all. And we're just going to dive into some housekeeping items here. If I can get my computer, y'all, my call on my new week oneers who are like all overwhelmed and freaking out froze. And I had to like restart it 15 minutes late because I had to completely restart my computer. It was fantastic. But anyway, okay. So we're going to have some housekeeping items. We're going to address the 24-hour fast. We're going to discuss the affiliate partnership and the coaching opportunity. So I want to share a quick story of running into someone at church this week who I don't know them very well, but we have several acquaintances and several good mutual friends. But we just don't know each other very well. Our kids are different ages and whatnot. But anyway, she had reached out to me, just like many of you, and like really, really wanted to start the program, but was really, really skeptical and just really unsure. And so she finally decided to. But y'all, she did not check in to the Facebook group like one time. And if you're watching this video and you haven't checked into the Facebook group one time, that's totally fine because confession, your coach never did. Is that not terrible, y'all? Like I didn't until my second round. I was just kind of like on the back, like, back here in the nosebleed section, just checking everything out. But I was really doing the program and everything. And then I was like, I don't need that community. So then I didn't sign up for the second round. And y'all, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even like check into the Facebook group, but I really, really, really miss it. I didn't realize how much it was, how beneficial it was to me. So anyway, I got signed up into the next group. But so I don't want to bombard people or really, really go after people and be like, you better be checking into this group, because not everybody's like that. And you can still be successful without checking into the group every week. So I didn't want to bother her, but because I kind of knew her, I was like feeling a little bit like, oh my gosh, does she hate it or whatever? But anyway, she came up to me. She was like, oh my goodness, I just want to let you know that I love this program. She said, I have already lost 10 pounds. And it is the best thing I've ever done for myself. But I just want to say, I'm so sorry that I haven't been real responsive or engaged in the program. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I feel so much better now. Thank you for sharing that with me. So if you are on this call and you're a person that is like, kind of in the like behind the scenes, you're not really, checking in, you're not posting your macros, but you're loving it, you're feeling such success, then please let me know. Just send me a message or jump in and leave a comment like, hey, by the way, I'm like on the outskirts of town, or outskirts of this group, but I want you to know. So, okay. So thank you, Cindy, for letting me know my face is red. A, it's this lighting in here right now, but B, I squeezed in 25 minutes of sprints, literally from like 11:20 like 11:25 to 11:55 before my 12 o'clock call, and literally threw these clothes back on from our photo shoot this morning. And I didn't even have a ponytail holder to run. And so like, I am so sticky, but I am back-to-back meetings, back-to-back calls, photo shoot this morning. And Emily says my hair is still on point. Thank you. And so at 4 o'clock, I go home and it's just 90 to nothing with kids and schoolwork and all of that. So you got to do it when you can do it, But anyway, but it's also the lighting in here right now, which is something I will work on when this becomes my office. So you'll have to check back in with me and let me know if it's better. It's actually not as red in real life. I mean, it's a little bit red, but not too bad. Interestingly enough, do you know that one of the reasons why I would never work out in college, I was so embarrassed, was because my face got way redder than this. But my roommate was a huge runner and worker outer, and she was like, oh, I just wish my face would get that red. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. And she was like, no, it means you really worked hard. I was like, oh, well, that's cool. So anyway, so if you are on this call and you are loving the Faster Road to Fat Loss, you're sleeping better, you're noticing changes in your body, you're noticing that you're stronger now, having done these workouts than you were before, maybe your clothes are fitting a little more comfortably than they were. Maybe you're seeing a few little like baby muscles poking through. You're finally having the desire to choose healthier foods in general, or maybe you're just trying healthier foods for the first time ever, or you're feeling motivated because you see something is finally working and you're like, oh my gosh, Amberly, or whoever told you about this program, you are so right. I cannot believe how much I love this. I love this program. I want to tell everybody about it. I want to share it with my friends. I want to share it with my family. I already am. I'm talking about it. They want me to shut up. Or maybe there are some people who are interested. Then y'all, I do want to let you know, I mean, you may just want people to do it and not care, but I actually I need a new name for it, but it's called an affiliate partnership, because when people share this program, like, for example, like say you go to Kaufman Tires and you get your tires rotated and balanced or whatever, or you get new tires and they're like, you know what, thank you so much for your business. If you share this location or this franchise, or you share our company with a friend, we're going to give you, $25 off your next purchase, or we're going to give you, some sort of incentive or some sort of just thank you. That's basically what I do. It's not you have to be in the next round of the program, or you have to do this forever with me. It's literally like, if you have a friend who wants to do this and you tell them about it, I will give you $75 cash. Okay. And there are some things going on in the program. Most of the other coaches only give 50. I have been talked to and have said you need to consider lowering your affiliate rate, because that's like, I lose a lot of commission when I do that, obviously. But I want to err on the side of generosity, and I want it to be worth your time, because I'm not in this just for the money. I just enjoy doing this, and I want you to enjoy doing this, and I want you to be compensated. And so as a thank you, I literally send you $75 per person you refer to PayPal cash. That may change when with all my business licensing and all of that kind of stuff. I don't know yet, but it's still going to be $75. And I was going somewhere with that. Oh, I also have, oh my gosh, I've got emails coming in from my dad. He's 75 and he likes to forward stuff. But anyway, these notifications get me distracted. But so I even have a couple friends who see this program works. They're not really interested in doing it, but they have other friends who are like, hey, your friend Amberly does that Faster Way to Fat Loss. Do you think it's legit? Should I do it? And they're like, yeah, you totally should. They haven't even done the program. I'm like, hey, thanks for sending your friend my way. Here's $75. She was like, for what? I was like, well, it's just like a thank you, that's not abnormal, but we're all so jaded by multi-level marketing things and all of those kind of things that were like, oh my gosh, are there strings attached to this $75? What do I have to do to get the $75? Nothing. It's really and truly just a thank you. And I have some people who are like, I don't even want that, but I'm still going to share the program because it's done so much for me. That's fine too. But I just want to let you know that the opportunity is there, and I need you to let me know if you're interested. And I'm going to actually set up a form for you to fill out that just gives me your name, email address. I think that's it. Actually, I won't be doing that. My admin assistant will be doing that. And so I'll just have that form that says, yes, you're interested, and we will send you over your own specific link. I don't know if you're comfortable with that, but you should be. And then when people register, they just register through that. But what I love so much about this is that it really is just something that you want to share. And it's really helpful when friends that are close to you or family members are doing that together, because when you get together with people for lunch or for a dinner party or whatever, you're all like, hey, today's a regular macro day. We're going to have this. Or, hey, it's Saturday. Do y'all want to get together for a treat? Or, now, Cindy, this lighting is totally stressing me out. I got to figure out a way to fix this. Woo! I don't know how, but anyway. So with that said, if you're interested, then I definitely want you to be compensated for sharing that. It's just a way for me to say thank you. So anyway, okay, what else? Let's see. Oh, so why close my blinds? Are my overhead lights on? Maybe, y'all. It could be all of these things. Is it driving y'all crazy? Should I do that now? I don't think I will. I'm sorry. Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes if you don't like what you see. Okay, so like I said, the affiliate thing does not lock you into anything. It's also not a situation where, so say let me think of a good name. Jenna is going into her second round. She's like, Molly, I want you to do this with me. And I also want Samantha to do this with me. And I also want, Jennifer to do this with me, whoever. They're like, yeah, I've been looking into that. I totally want to do that. Y'all all go into, a round together. We're having a great time. Well, then Jenna's done. She's moving on into VIP. She's done her 2 rounds. Molly and Samantha are like, oh my gosh, I definitely want to do a second round of this. I love this. Well, this is what makes it not like an MLM or anything, is that if Molly and I'm losing that. I'm forgetting all my names here. But if Molly and Samantha do a second round, Jenna doesn't actually get, like, I don't say thank you again. You know, it's just like a one-time thank you situation. So that's what makes it different. It's really just, and some coaches don't even do that. It's just what I want to do because y'all are my word of mouth, you know? So anyway, I hope that explained that. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see what else. Okay, so speaking of the coaching opportunity, I want to get all of this kind of stuff out of the way before we move into the 24-hour fast. So the way the coaching situation works is it is not like a, you know, you spend $99, you become a Faster Way to Fat Loss like consultant, and now you are a coach. That is actually not the way this works. It is a very rigorous process of studying, nutrition program, business stuff. What else is on there? Some of the fitness stuff. So it is a national certified fitness and nutrition license almost. Is that what it'd be called? Certificate. And so it's through NASM and it's through AFA, or it's NASM and AFA certified. And if you want to look that up, you can. It's legit. Most of your instructors, if you go to a gym, are NASM or AFA certified. So it is like a real thing, which makes it more than just a $99 consult registration process. So, but she only does it a few times a year. And, you have to have gone through one round of the Fast Way to Fat Loss first. So if there's any situation where you feel like, so if it's something where you feel like, hang on, Nicole, I saw that come through. If you feel like, oh my gosh, like I knew before I went through this program, I like emailed, I was like, hey, are there any exceptions to this rule to go through a round of the Fast Way to Fat Loss first? I was like, I just knew this was the missing puzzle. This was the missing piece of the puzzle to the puzzle of fitness and nutrition in my life. And I'm like, I want to tell everybody about it. Like, I just want to do this. I love this. And so if you kind of feel that way and you're like, oh my gosh, I really could see myself doing this. I would love to do this. This has changed my life. Where was I going with that? Oh, it just only happens a few times a year. And it is a significant investment. And if you are interested in knowing any of that information, let me know. I will send you kind of where it kind of where you can look at that. I will answer any question you want to know. I am an open book. I will tell you the ins and the outs. I will tell you, financially speaking, what that looks like, especially if you are feeling the passion toward this and also want to make a significant amount of income. There are definite ways to go about your marketing and just how you share and what you do in your groups. There's a lot of freedom, but I do want everybody, I don't want to just be the only one doing this. So I feel like it's really too good not to, I need to share that with you. I would be selfish and stingy if I did not. So I do want you to know that the opportunity is there. And the last event for November, for 2018 will take place in November. So I'll definitely give you all my honest feedback, share anything I know. I would obviously be like your mentor, which I did not have. So I've gotten a lot of pain points out of the way. And I actually love not only encouraging people in this program of the Fast Way to Fat Loss, I like encouraging people to step out of their comfort zones and do something different in a way that changes lives and how women are living. Like, we're not just changing our bodies and our like health and our nutrition here, like mindsets are shifting and people are truly growing through their pain points in life and becoming different people. And that is what I love. And it's really the best opportunity in the market today. But like I said, there is an investment. So I will share some of that information for those of you who are interested. Okay, I've got a couple questions here. Woo! Let me go over here. Looks like Emily found us, so that's good. So if you're already a NASM personal trainer, then I don't know how many points or hours you have to keep that current, but this does go toward that. I 100% think, or 99.9% think. So I'm not sure how many hours it covers, but I can look into that for you if you are interested for sure. Okay, so here's the deal. Your follow-up session for those of you who are interested, will begin November 26th. I know that seems forever away. I should have my calendar up here, but I believe this group ends, week 6 is, I think, the week of November 12th is week 6. Is that right? No, this group ends on November 11th. Okay, so you'll have your week to practice on your own to see how you're going to do. Then we'll have the week of Thanksgiving, and then the reason why I want to start this group November 26th is because I'm going to get a little emotional here for a minute, but this is my fasterversary. So I literally, I'm going to turn this light off and see if that helps. A little better. Nope, still dark. So my fasterversary was the Monday after Thanksgiving. And if y'all remember from our prep call or week 1 where I shared, my mom was like, I cannot believe you are doing this at Thanksgiving. But as y'all now know, this is not something that like you just can't do in real life. I mean, I still had a little sweet potato casserole. I still had a little macaroni and cheese. I ate the turkey. I ate the ham. I had some pecan pie. Like, nobody knew I was doing anything differently, but I was the one reaching goals before January 1st. I was the one reaching goals during Christmas, during New Year, during my anniversary, so that's what this lifestyle is about, is making it happen in the midst of life interruptions, in the midst of chaos, in the midst of, this, that, and the other. So you can make it happen. And so this group will be November the 26th. I am not opening, y'all, can I even talk? I am not opening registration for anyone else until I think next week. I haven't decided. So, but I want to give y'all the chance to register for that follow-up round because I haven't made this public because I haven't officially signed the documentation or submitted the contract or dotted the I's or crossed the T's, but I am actually being hired into a company that wants to have a wellness initiative for their employees as it relates to insurance premiums, et cetera, et cetera. So I will be working with them for the next year as they initiate wellness into their company. So that may limit the number of people I take on in my groups each time I launch them. So you guys get priority registration, as well as, and I'm trying to think through how I'm going to do that. I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm going to do another wait list if people that that are interested want in, but thank you so much, Darlene. But like your people that you want, y'all get first priority. Okay. So could this be any darker? Now y'all have to look at these bookshelves. So my mother-in-law is having an estate sale. And so we had to do all this cleanup. And so anyway, y'all love me enough to not judge my backdrop, right? Okay, that lighting is definitely better. Woo! Maybe this is why I'm going to have to position myself. Should I? When the time comes, when I'm in here permanently? I don't know. Y'all, all you people that have all this decorating expertise, you're going to have to come over here and help me. So anyway, so y'all have top priority for registration as well as anyone you have interested in the program. So I may make a wait list for y'all to send out to people or to post on your social media that just says, and then I'll probably go public with it with mine, or I may forget and y'all are just going to like love me in spite of that. So anyway, so that is your follow-up round, November 26th, and you get a $60 discount. So the next 6 weeks is not $199. The next 6 weeks is $140. So I'm sorry, it's a $59 discount for your next round. So that's that. And we can talk some more about that, but I definitely want y'all to get registered ASAP. I think I'm posting the link for that tomorrow. Also, a lot of that backdrop is way better. It really is. And like, this is not even like set up for, I mean, this is literally set up for the estate sale. Like, do you see all those? My precious father-in-law, y'all, he had a kidney transplant. So if you ever, by the way, my husband's on the board for Georgia Transplant Foundation. So that's like another huge passion of ours. But he lost his eye to cancer, which was caused from anti-rejection medications. So like in this office are like magnifying glasses, all these crazy lights. Like that's what those lights are crazy. So some of that will change, but those are like packages of these LED magnifying glasses that are back there on the shelf. So where's the estate sale? The estate sale will be in what's the name of this neighborhood? Oh my gosh, this is a really cool story. So someone in this group, I won't mention names, but I can. Well, maybe she can if she wants to. She actually, this was her father's land where our neighborhood is. It's called Sugarloaf Park. It's off of Meadow Church Road in between 120 and Sugarloaf Parkway, next to Sugarloaf Country Club. It's called Sugarloaf Park. So that's where it'll be, and I don't know the weekend. We will know soon when that's going to be. So, woo! Exciting times here. I have nothing going on. But anyway, so if y'all want to bring your muscles, y'all can be like, hey, I want to like help you move, and we'll pack and all that stuff. But anyway, so several of you, more than several of you, holy moly, a lot of you are eligible for the VIP program. Now, if I had known this was going to happen, I could have potentially scheduled this round differently. But what's happening here is this session is ending, November 11th. And the discount for the VIP program ends this month. So I think. So like if you decide you want to do the VIP program, which is amazing. I was running my own VIP groups, but it became very, very challenging because live calls will take place in the VIP group that are very difficult for me to get into my group of a few people. And it's like what happens though, once you get to VIP, you're really not posting your nutrient chart every day because you've kind of gotten into the habit of that. You actually want to just take your knowledge and your experience deeper. So I will not be running my own VIP group per se, but I will still have all of you like in a little close nest because you're like my little baby chicks to be a resource for you and just, kind of be able to kind of have y'all on my own. Then you'll go into the bigger VIP group, which I am in. And in that group is Amanda Tress and 3 different mentors, a lady named Vivian Gill, who is an expert in exercise science, and a lot of the workouts are created by her. A lady named Emily Field, who is basically like a macro expert. She helps you with adjustments. She helps you with nutrition, figuring those things out, as well as a lady named Allie Dameron. So for those of you who are struggling with any hormone issues or whatnot, you can schedule calls with her, or you can just ask questions in the group. So I want everybody to have that availability. So that is why I am moving everybody there. So my current VIP ladies that have been paying $99 a month will be getting this $20 VIP discount that will make it $79. And so it is something that you sign up for. And then if you change your mind, you do have to call and cancel that. But it is so worth it just for the workouts alone. Like my mom is 68. She just turned 68 this month. And she loves the workouts because she can do them in her bedroom. She can modify them. But she's got little like arm muscles. I'm like, Mom, you're like totally getting it. And so it's like, if you don't have a gym membership, this is your gym membership. And it's a very affordable gym membership. And you have access to all of the knowledge, all of the training. So it's really worth it. So I don't know what I would do. So I don't know. I think that discount is ending. Like I said, she'll offer it again, but we'll have to wait a few months. Or maybe she'll offer it again. I don't know, y'all. I don't know these things. So for me, if you are moving into if this is your second round and you're ready to take things to the next level, if I were you, unfortunately, instead of waiting until December 1st, I would cut out of this group a week early. Go ahead and register for the VIP program October 31st. And you'll move in that next week. You'll still have access to both groups. So if you have friends in here and you're like, no, I want to see it to the end, you can. But if you're just ready to move on, then I would totally do that, because you're saving the $20 and you can just move right into that. So otherwise you'll have to wait till December 1st. They start on the first day of the month, and it'll be $99. So anyway, you can decide what you do. But and that group is large, but you also will have the access to be in a smaller group, which I'm hoping they'll put us together. But like I said, I'll add you guys to a little small VIP Facebook group just to have you under my wings still. I don't like to release my babies. And then the theme for November, I think, is something called Thriving the Holidays. So I just think it's going to be really, really great. I'm excited. I have learned a lot in the VIP group, even just as a coach. The dialogue, like I said, you probably won't post every day your macros. You've gotten that by now. You just want these effective and efficient workouts. You want access to macro management, macro adjustment, asking these upper level questions about the science, about these things you're kind of wanting to take to the next level. And all of that takes place in that group. So it's as much or as little as you make it. But for me, it's also my gym membership, and I love the workouts, and I love just looking through the post. You can go back once you get in the group as far as you ever want to and read everything. People are sharing their before and afters. It's really, really, really powerful. So I hope, did I explain that, Allie, like what the group is? Emily, if you want to, Emily, yes, Darlene, okay. Yes, you do have to have completed 2 sessions to go to the VIP group, because you really, once you go to VIP, which some of these names, I'm like, surely we have something more creative, but right now it's VIP. But you really want to be understanding your macros and how to reach them every day before you move into that kind of more advanced upper level lifestyle, so to speak, because you don't want to, this is where we work out all these questions and all these kinks, and then you move in there and do other things. Oh, Allison says, I look so professional with that backdrop. That's so funny. I think I'm going to paint, what color should I paint those shelves? So I really want these walls in here to be like really white and really bright. And then I'm thinking of painting those shelves. I don't know what color. That's the problem. Like a jade, or like a blue, or like a navy, and then like implement that gold. I just don't even know. Anyway, so sorry for the first half of the video when y'all were like, oh my gosh, this is terrible lighting. We're all learning here, y'all. Okay, so anyway, back to the follow-up round. We will most likely be switching up your macros next session, or especially if you've been hitting them and you're finding yourself, hungry, or, just wanting to kind of look at things differently. We will be doing that. Oh, I just like moved my screen where I can see everybody's faces. That's fun. Jana, you have an awesome background. I need to brick my wall. Okay, so actually our porch here is a brick wall that's just like the outside of the house red, and I am going to paint that white. So I don't know how to do that, but somebody's going to do that. Okay, so next session we will figure out, are we going to pull your weight loss goal down? Like maybe you've been at a pound or a pound and a half, and we're going to bump it down a little bit. Or maybe we are going to increase your macros by 5%, because it's not really a question of if you will adjust your macros, but when you will adjust your macros. So each and every one of you are going to have to switch those up at some point in time. Like I literally just increased mine, I don't know, the other day. And so I can't remember what they are, but I think I'm like almost to, I don't know, maybe 1,900 calories or something, and 100 and something grams of protein, et cetera, et cetera. So you will be having to do that. Okay. Week 4, ladies. You have seen or heard me mention on Instagram or Facebook that, we're doing a 24-hour fast, or we're doing this 24-hour juice cleanse, which if this is your second round, there's no juice cleanse option this time. I mean, you may choose to do that on your own, but she is moving the juice cleanses into VIP and keeping our 6-week sessions only about the 24-hour water fast. So, and I'm actually working with a juicery here in Alpharetta, not here, but in Alpharetta, to provide us our own little like juices for pickup. So that aren't quite as expensive as what I have been doing, but those do get shipped to my house. So it's just kind of a little toss up. But anyway, so here we go. We are only going to be doing a 24-hour water fast in this group. So what this means, and here's what I want you to think about before you get a little overwhelmed if this is your first one, is that you're already doing 16 hours a day, right? So some of you are thinking, gosh, that is so much easier than I was expecting. Or some of you may be thinking, oh my word, I accidentally went to 20 hours today. Like right now I'm accidentally going to I don't even know what hour I'm on, but I was telling my other group, I literally grabbed a bag of Taylor Farms salad from my fridge, the rest of the deli meat from the kids' lunches for today, and an avocado to bring over to my mother-in-law's house, because I have a 2 to 4 o'clock meeting here. So I'm going to I can eat with her, but I'm not going to eat and talk to y'all. So anyway, okay. So I'm actually going to post, no, I'm not going to post that podcast. I'm going to save that. But what I'm going to say is, You may have thought, I could have kept going for 24 hours in this fast. That would totally be doable. Then you guys know there are many, 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 many benefits to our 16-8 fasting. Some of you are already experiencing that. You know, for example, for me, I think it was the intermittent fasting for sure that took my triglycerides from 201 to 59 in a 6-month period. So there are also benefits to the 24-hour fast. All right. There's even more benefits, but here's the deal. If you are breastfeeding or pregnant, if you have uncontrolled thyroid issues or adrenal fatigue, I do not want you doing the 24-hour fast. It is not good for you. If you're a little more comfortable with extending it for that day, like maybe you have only been doing a 12-hour fast due to your circumstance, you may want to try a 14 or a 16-hour or that day just to participate with us. And you do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you my advice, okay? So the 24-hour fast actually helps with the maintenance of skeletal muscle, decreased blood glucose levels, decreased insulin levels, and increased insulin sensitivity, which is really, really helpful for people with PCOS or something similar. And obviously the accelerated fat loss that occurs with that 24-hour fast. We're also going to be increasing our immune systems because we're kind of flushing out our yucky cells and rebuilding cells in the process. Because remember, our bodies are either digesting food or healing itself. It's in one of two states, fasted or fed. So when we do the 24-hour fast, we're really giving our body a while to heal itself because we are at digestive rest for 24 hours. And in case you're getting like a little intimidated or a little nervous, let's talk about it for a minute, okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to start the fast Wednesday night immediately after dinner. So around 7 p.m. You will set your timer and then you're starting your fast right then. So it's not like 24 hours from one morning to 24 hours the next morning. You're really just extending 8 hours past what you're already doing. And so we'll set the timer, you'll wake up, maybe you'll get your kids out the door, you'll get to work, whatever. It's 7 a.m. You've already completed 12 hours of your fast, right? You're halfway through. So lunchtime rolls around. You're focused on water intake. You're drinking your black coffee, or maybe you put, I don't do just black coffee even on my 24-hour fast, okay? But I do that's when I really first started getting rid of my creamer, was on my 24-hour fast. I have a special bond with the 24-hour fast, okay? So you're drinking herbal teas, or I would say juices, but we're not doing the juice cleanse. And then you get to 4 or 5 o'clock, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I could say you're nearly there, but you're struggling, all right? There's a little bit of a struggle. There's a little bit of a mental push through. For those of us that are believers, we actually use that as a spiritual fasting time as well, because here's the deal, y'all. You're going to make it, okay? You may be miserable. You may be uncomfortable. You may not like it, but the beauty of the 24-hour fast, in addition to all the physical benefits, is learning to do something hard, learning to push through uncomfortable moments, learning to just deny yourself something for a greater benefit and a greater cause. So don't let that be lost on you. It really, really, really can be a very special thing. So, but when you break that fast with a light meal at 7 p.m., don't do something greasy. Y'all, my friends, so I literally, and there's people probably not in this group, but VIP, we were doing this together in their 6-week session during swim team. Now, I don't know, maybe your kids are grown, but I don't know if you've ever been a swim team mom or, I've got a professional swimmer in this group, but y'all, there is nothing like the sweat of a swim team mom sweat, okay? It is like you are outside, and especially when you've got 4 kids swimming. I've got these events written on my arm. I can't even keep up with who's next. And so I was like, this is going to be miserable doing a 24-hour fast during a swim meet. It was actually, I have a couple friends who were like the swim meet coordinators for their kids' swim teams. They were like, it was actually amazing. You have this extra special energy that day, and you are so excited. Well, our particular swim league has a buffet afterward. So we're all like, well, there's like 5 of us who were doing this at the same time. And we're like encouraging one another. We're drinking our sparkling water. And then we're like, oh yes, it's time. And then of course I'm like, no, I've got a swimmer. I can't eat yet. So anyway, so I did really well. We all did. We kind of went through the line together. We're like, okay, let's do this, this, and this. This won't be too heavy. This won't be too whatever. Well, then we all got distracted from one another. And a couple of us were like, I got to have one of the kids' chicken fingers. You know, like I love these chicken fingers. I'm going to dip it in honey mustard. I was doing so great until I had that chicken finger. So whatever you do, y'all, don't do something greasy. And like, don't do something too heavy, you know. I sometimes will say, okay, I'm going to do like a smoothie, but I'll grind up oats in it as well, put in some protein powder, put in, you know, a little bit. You want it to be balanced. And then I'll do that. And then maybe I'll eat a salad like a little bit afterward. Everybody kind of does it a little bit differently. And if y'all who have done one before want to comment on the 24-hour fast day, how you break your fast, that could be helpful. And you kind of just, it's kind of just practice. You kind of have to figure out what works for you. So anyway, I know this sounds really intimidating, but I promise you it's not nearly as hard as it sounds. And just a little fun fact in the program that's always sort of just revising with the best research and the latest things that she's creating medically and scientifically within the program. The 24-hour fast used to be every 5 days. There wasn't a 16-8 intermittent fast because that's all somewhat, not all is somewhat new, but some of it's new and some of it was changing. So they were doing a 24-hour fast every 5 days. And then after further research and feedback from clients, they went ahead and started doing the 16-8 daily intermittent fast. And then there were 3 24-hour fasts in the 6-week program. And now there's only 2. And in VIP, we do 1. So that's that. Okay. Housekeeping. We've got about 5-10 more minutes. All right. Please stay off the scale. And here's why. When the 6th week rolls around, 6th week, y'all are going to be like, oh my gosh, I feel so much more energized. I'm feeling lean. My clothes are fitting better. I'm happier. And I got on the scale this morning and I've only lost like 3.5, 4, 5, whatever pounds you tell me. And so then there's a little bit of a complaint. And I'm like, okay, hold on one second. Let me get this straight. And I repeat back. I say, okay, so you just told me that you have more energy. Your clothes are fitting better. You feel happier, you're feeling lean, but you've only lost, 3 or 4 or 5 pounds. So that's why we don't focus on the scale, because that scale can determine too much of our, our well-being and how we feel about ourselves, because that's not what we're looking at here. We are looking at so many other things, as most of you are discovering. So I do want you focusing on that. So if you feel like you're going to hop on the scale and if it's not a number you like, you're going to feel discouraged and you're going to be defeated after all this hard work you've put in, I don't want you to do it. I want you to do some other measurable thing for you. Maybe it's putting on a pair of jeans you haven't been able to wear in a while and seeing if you've made progress there. Maybe it's measuring a certain body thing, body part, part as in thing, whatever it may be. So, because you've heard of the person that in my group who literally lost like 0 pounds, but then they looked at their before and after picture and it was like night and day. Your body composition will change in the faster way to fat loss. So that's why, it's fun to like step on the scale and blah, 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 blah. And I'm fine with it. You tell me about it. I get excited. I get that. I just don't want it to be your defining moment. And I want you to have the ability to lessen the scale's influence and increase all the rest of the influence. If you can balance that, I'm fine with you looking at the scale. I'd love for you to tell me about it, but I don't want it to discount everything else that you've made progress through. Make sense? Okay, good. So anyway, I've already talked to y'all about my triglycerides. Once again, lack of sleep is going to really prohibit these body changes. Okay, so that's why it's very, very, very important. And if you are like my mom and you just don't ever sleep, okay, fine. I do, but I want you like resting. Okay, like if you're not even sleeping, I want you resting. And y'all, I told y'all about that little magic spray I have that took me out of my insomnia. I've gone through 1 whole bottle of this sleep spray, and I never shared it with him. He's like, whatever. So the other day I was like, hey, I just double dog dare you to use this sleep spray. And so he was like, okay, whatever. And then the next day he was like, oh my gosh, I love that stuff. So now I'm having to share it with him, with my kids, everybody. Okay, so that is all. Oh, wait. Okay, a couple of housekeeping. Okay, wait, back to the lack of sleep. That will exhaust our adrenals and give us suboptimal thyroid function. Just FYI. So please, please, please make that your next goal to work on if you are not there. Because remember, in the Faster Way to Fat Loss pyramid, the number one base of the program is nutrition. Number two is not exercise. Number two is not strength training. It's not cardio. It's none of that. Number two is rest. It's very, very, very important in this program to focus on nutrition and rest, okay? Don't be burning the candle at both ends. Do as I say, not as I do right now. I'm getting there, guys. It'll be okay. Okay, but no, I do focus on my rest, even in the midst of all the craziness. So also, remember on your low carb days, if you don't have the premium MyFitnessPal, please post for me your net carbs for the day. And for your low macro days, please post for me your low macro goals, if you will. That would be extremely, extremely helpful. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the chat, take a couple minutes to type up some more questions that you may have, and that will be that. Okay, we've talked about, okay, adrenal fatigue, Debbie, is we have adrenal glands that are connected to our, like all the adrenal glands, pituitary glands, thyroid, all of that hormonal stuff kind of work together. And when your adrenals, Nicole, you're kind of squinting at me. Did I say that wrong? You're like my science person. Oh, okay. So your adrenals are glands that, I'm trying to explain this well. So a lot of women, especially a lot of young moms, a lot of pregnant, nursing, back-to-back children, a lot of people my age, especially in their early 30s, are experiencing something called adrenal fatigue. And basically what that means is it's your body's stress hormone and your body's response to stress. So when your body is not being fueled properly with the correct macronutrients, when your body is in a constant state of stress, you have that fight or flight syndrome going on. And after a certain point of time, your adrenals can no longer respond to that. And then your adrenals will tax your thyroid. Your adrenals, when they are weak, are, when your adrenals are weak, you're just super, super tired. You're super, super exhausted. But as it relates to the Faster Way to Fat Loss, when you have adrenal fatigue, you don't want to fast more than 12 hours a day. And you don't want to do the 24-hour fast, and you don't want to do those HIIT or sprint workouts on Mondays or Tuesdays. Those can tax your adrenals if you have adrenal fatigue. So there is actually a test your doctor can run to determine if you have adrenal fatigue, and it kind of all relates to like thyroid and hormone stuff. So yeah, I hope that explained it a little bit. You can Google adrenal fatigue and it'll do a much better job than I just did. So anyway, okay, so any more questions? Oh my gosh, transcripts for PhD programs. Whew. Okay, so Deborah, yes, it's an Arbonne sleep spray. That was actually my gateway drug into Arbonne products. Was I was having major insomnia to the point that I would do melatonin gummies or melatonin dissolvables. I was doing several other things. A magnesium drink at night. Like I was doing oils. I was doing everything. And I was like, when you can't sleep, you kind of start going crazier because you can't sleep and all you're thinking about is how you can't sleep. And so I was like, oh my gosh. And so my friend just had really just taking a picture of a book she was reading. And I saw this thing beside it that said sleep spray. And at this point I'm like, I'm desperate. And so I was like, hey, what is this sleep spray stuff? She was like, you want to try it? And I was like, yeah. I didn't even ask how much it was. That stuff showed up in my mailbox like 3 days later. Oh, and the only thing that was working for me, y'all, when I would take 2 Benadryl and I wouldn't sleep. I had to take NyQuil. And I was like, I'm not gonna take NyQuil every night. What am I gonna do? So I would go a few days, and then I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna have to take NyQuil tonight. I have to sleep tonight. And so anyway, so I tried that stuff, and I literally wanted to cry because I got such good sleep that night. I was like, oh my gosh. So anyway, I love it. I can send you some more information about it. I don't even know how to order that for you, but I can figure it out. Okay. So yeah, I mean, sleep can really, really affect your thinking. It can affect your ability to function, ability to cope. It can lead to depression. It can enhance anxiety. It can do so many things to us, in addition to taxing and weakening our adrenals, giving us suboptimal thyroid function, and causing us to hold on to fat and weight. So anyway, that's that. I will post, I need to figure out how to do that, but I'm going to post the link to y'all. I look really professional posting this, and but I just posted the link to that. I don't really know if you want anything, how I go about doing that, but I can let you know. Oh yeah, your daughter's going to need it. And actually, Cindy, you and your grandbaby, oh my gosh, you're getting close. Today's the day. It was so hard. So, I mean, my mom would be helping me. And then especially with when we adopted and I wasn't nursing, I was bottle feeding. And so I would, I would get everything ready. I would start feeding him. And during that last burp, I would chew me some melatonin so that by the time his diaper was changed and I was laying him back down, I was sleepy again. So it actually really, really is helpful. So I just posted the link to that. C-section. Oh man. Well, I had 4 C-sections. So you need to go right now and get her some Colace and some prune juice or some prunes. Just go and throw that on out there. And they'll probably give her some in the hospital, but she'll need some when she gets home for sure. So anyway, okay, so I think I've answered everyone's questions. If you're interested in that sleep spray or anything else, I want to do a live call on my journey and my history with products and supplements and how I have not used them. Oh, the fast will be next Thursday. Thank you for asking. Fast is next Thursday. No, not tomorrow. Week 5. What's the date of next Thursday? It's going to be October yeah, we were just talking about it today, and I'll be posting some more things. Then okay, so a week from today. No. Oh, it's gonna be November 1st. By the way, is the day that my website launches, and I'm traveling to Nashville for a conference. So that should be fun. Anyway, but our VIP fast is this Thursday. So I don't know if I'll be doing it with y'all or with VIP. If I don't do it with y'all, I can convince Emily too. Maybe she won't do it tomorrow. I don't know yet. I don't know. So many fun, exciting things, y'all. I'm glad you're on this journey with me. If you have any other questions, let me know. Let's see. Oh, if you are interested, back to my journey about supplements. The reason why I love this program is A, because it did not have required products to purchase to make it work, and B, because it's simple and effective. But I now, after almost a year, this was back in July, after the sleep spray incident, I approached my friend. I trust her. She has an undergraduate in nutrition. And I said, hey, I'm really interested in trying some new things. My job and my passion in life is to simplify the lives of women, to live effectively and efficiently, to live out your calling and your purpose with passion. And so I said, I feel like I have that through the Faster Way to Fat Loss, but a lot of people want to know, what protein powder should I use? What BCAAs should I use? What this, what that? And I'm just sending people all over the place, right? And yes, I have like partnerships with these brands and these companies, which I don't even care, but it's like, they say, if you, like I do with you guys, we'll send you a little thank you gift if you share business with us. So I'm like, okay, well, I might as well. But I really want to simplify that. And I really want to have a person that you guys can go to ask questions about that. It's not something I'm going to be able to put a lot of time or energy into. So I am actually, as part of Dwellness, partnering with someone who can be that resource for my people through my website. So if you say, I can tell you 100%, these are the products and the things that I am finally agreeing to try and I have loved, 100% love, and I trust the person who shares with me all the stuff. Because like I said, I had a very unhealthy obsession with research and trying to perfect my life in such a way that I was never sick, never felt bad, was always functioning at optimal level. And I drove myself crazy and into the ground with depression and anxiety. And so I have put my hope or my faith and my confidence in nothing for a very, very long time. And so, because you really can't supplement poor thoughts, poor nutrition, and a poor lifestyle. So like all these things that I was even trying were like not going to do anything. So anyway, so I have partnered with someone whom I respect 100%, total integrity, undergraduate in nutrition, and these are the things that I love. And it all started with that sleep spray. I call it my gateway drug. And so I said, okay, here's the deal. I want to bring someone in-house with Dwellness to be a resource for people where they actually can talk to someone and say, hey, this is what I'm struggling with. How might this help? Not something that gives you this automatic renewal, like you have to spend a certain amount of money each month. Like I don't want anything like that. But I want to try everything. And I really thought I'm going to try the protein. I hate protein powder, y'all. I have been through so many protein powders that I don't like and my kids don't like. Well, if I don't like it and my kids don't like it, then it's not going to work. And I also don't want to add a bunch of peanut butter to it to make it taste good. You know what I'm saying? Not that I love peanut butter, but I don't want to have peanut butter. So anyway, I love this protein powder so much. I can literally shake it up with almond milk and like, I love it. But it's not something that you have to have for the Faster Way to Fat Loss to work. It's just one of those things where if you're like, hey, I'm going to be on the go. I do want something that's like a resource and I want something that tastes good. I want something that's plant-based, this, that, yada, yada, yada. That part I will have. So anyway, but it is kind of an uncomfortable thing for me to share because people are so burnt out with all that stuff. So I was very, very, very selective in my process of choosing. And I can fully with confidence say these are the things that I love and I have not tried. Actually, I had one thing that I was trying and it's kind of like a caffeine alternative that I even let my kids have. And I don't know if y'all remember when I thought I had an almond allergy and I was like, oh no, it can't be from these things. I love these things. And it wasn't. So I'm good there. Okay. When does this portion of start of the program? Are you talking about my like nutrition support person? Is that what we're talking about? Okay. Yeah. So November 1st, like we took pictures today. So she's part of my team. She's amazing. She's incredible. Like, here's the deal. I love Faster Way to Fat Loss. I love carbs, fats, and protein. I don't do lots of, let me tell you about the science behind this ingredient or whatever. Like, I just don't do that because it takes me to an unhealthy place. But I do want a simple solution to something that I can have. And so I am like, I want to trust, like, I trust her. So 100%. So what will happen is she will be featured on my website as I don't even know what her title is, nutrition support. Nutrition specialist maybe. And so you can actually schedule a 15 to 20 minute consult with her and just kind of tell her like, here's something I'm kind of interested in. You know, I'm really looking for something like this. Do you have this? I've actually just ordered something called Protein Boost for those of you who are struggling to get in your protein. It's not a collagen. I eat a lot of meat, so I'm kind of trying to get a little more plant-based into my regimen. And so this is a plant-based protein-only powder that's tasteless, just like my collagen peptides that I can throw in whatever it is that I'm drinking. So I will let y'all know. Y'all know I'm going to be honest, right? You know I'm going to tell you the truth. If I like something, I'm going to tell you. If I don't, I'm going to tell you. So anyway, so she should start being available November 1st. We're looking for a good online scheduler. I don't know if we're going to use the one that I've been using. So that's that. But if in the meantime, if you're like, hey, I don't want to wait till November 1st, you still have access to that. And I can hook you up with a phone call with her and me. We'll probably do a split screen Zoom like this. So anyway, so I hope y'all have a great day. We will have one more call on week 6 and then this is done. So anyway, I want to know if you're thinking about doing the follow-up round, type me a comment and be like, me. And then I'll post that link for you tomorrow for you to register with the $59 discount that I think I've rounded up to $60. So anyway, so some other important things is I will be having, I don't know, some of you aren't on Instagram or you're just not paying attention, which is great. But I have partnered with Corksicle, which this is a Corksicle, but this is not the Corksicle. y'all, it's going to be killer. It is the unicorn, and it's like shiny iridescent white, and it's going to have Dwellness on it, the logo. And those will be for sale. And then I have t-shirts coming. And what else do I have? Oh, protein shakers. So I got a free protein shaker through our insurance provider. And I was like, who gives these out? These are dumb. And then y'all, I love that thing. So I'm like, well, I've got to have Dwellness protein shakers now. So anyway, it's like one of my favorite things in my kitchen. I love it. So those, hopefully, one shipment won't be here till the 7th, but everything else should be ready by the 1st. And we'll have Kristen with us for nutrition stuff and blah, blah, blah. So I think that's everything. I've forgotten some things and I'm sorry, but anyway, I'm super, super excited, y'all. This is just, in so many ways, lots of dreams coming true for me and for y'all. So in different ways in our own personal journeys. So hope y'all have a great, where are we, Tuesday? Anyway, and Cindy, we're excited for you. So everybody else, have a great, great day. I will talk to y'all soon. Okay. Bye, y'all.